Hey guys, and welcome to another video of my Ironman progression series. Today's video is going to be pretty much focused on sailing. Sailing is officially coming out tomorrow, so we are doing just a little bit of prep work until that. I've been woodcutting quite a bit, sort of AFKing U's and doing a bit of teaks here and there. We've got 43k left until another level, so we might as well get that. So that'll be 89 woodcutting, and with the boost of the Dragon Axe, that does mean technically we can boost up to 92, which does mean we can do the new trees, what they're called, the rosewoods. So yeah, I mean, it's going to be really inefficient, but if we really need to get a couple, we will have options. So let's get that level out the way and yeah, get ready for sailing. And that is 89 woodcutting, and that means the boost to 92. Happy days. I think I might as well just carry on doing a little bit of woodcutting tonight, and yeah, in preparation for sailing tomorrow. So sailing has officially been released, or well, at least it was released about 7.5 hours ago, but unfortunately I've been at work all day. I did, however, manage to log on during my lunch break, and I did do a little bit of spinning flax into the linen, and then with the linen I went to a loom and made a few bolts of it. So yeah, overall not too bad, but to be honest, I didn't really want to do too much on mobile. However, the first thing I wanted to do was trade in some of these spirit seeds. I've got like 50 of them in the bank, a lot from Doom and other things, but I'm thinking if I just trade in 10, I can get myself a bunch of seed packs, maybe get the hemp seeds from there or the cotton ones. Hopefully we'll see a couple, but let's open up some of these seed packs, we'll just take all. Okay, so no sailing supplies on the first lot. I'm going to do another 10 though, just in case. To be fair, I quite like the seed packs anyway. I am running low on a few things, so might as well just see if we get anything. You never know. Okay, so that's the last of the packs. On my very small tester of 20, I didn't get anything sailing related, so chances are you probably don't get anything because they're quite low seeds as well, those hemp ones. I'm guessing we're going to have to do some sailing. So yeah, let's go and start the Pandemonium quest and start getting a little bit of that first XP. I actually haven't done any of the sailing betas because I kind of wanted to just come into this completely fresh. So yeah, I am very, very excited to get some XP in a new skill. Let's go and do the quest. And start the Pandemonium quest. Yes, please. And here we go. We are off and we are sailing. I literally have no idea where I'm going to be going. To the Pandemonium area, I think. And then we need to do a bit of salvaging. So yeah, so far not a lot going on, but let's get this quest done and then we can really jump into it. And here we go. This is my very own boat called the Wandering Sword, apparently. That's sounds like I'm going to be going off like cheating or something. I got a first ever sailing level. I'm now sailing level 2. That is insane. We got a long way to go. But that's pretty cool. That feels really, really weird to get a new level so early. That's, wow, pretty weird feeling. And there we go. That is quest completion of Pandemonium. 300 sailing XP. We are now level 5. We are flying up those levels. Now, I don't really know where to start. I think we just get ourselves a task and deliver some cargo. And that is our first courier task. Very nice. And that is level 6 sailing coming in. Love to see it. So that was a very, very small amount of XP. We'll do a couple more of those and then maybe we'll do a little bit of the charting, see what that's all about. But yeah, pretty cool so far. Whoa, what's this? Oh, I guess this is one of the charting things. And that is 7 sailing coming in. And that should be level 8 sailing coming in. Ooh, level 10 sailing coming in. Love to see it. And we're getting very, very close now to getting another ship. So 5 more levels. Okay, so this is our first level 10. Where do we deliver it? Over here. So what sort of XP do we get from this then? 68, okay. Not the best. I was expecting a little bit more of a jump. And that is 11 sailing coming in. One more level and then we can do the next quest, which I'm thinking I might have to go and grab myself a red berry pie. Hopefully there's some in the Cook's Guild. If not, we're going to have to go old school and cook it. But to be fair, we might as well get another task. Deposit that. Whoa, 120. That was a lot more XP than usual. But there we go. 12 sailing coming in. And that means we can now do prying times, which is the next sailing quest. Yeah, so we might as well make it back to Pandemonium and see if there's any going back there. Is that one going there? I think so. Yeah, there we go. The Pandemonium. So we'll grab that task, get our boat back over there, and then we'll gear up to do the quest. Ah, brilliant. So they have a full stock of red berry pies. Perfection. That means we can go and do our quest. Okay, so turns out I can't teleport to boat, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do now, because I don't know how to get back there. Okay, can I use summon boat? No. Damn. Alright, I'm going to have to find a way how to get back to Pandemonium. I think there's probably a way to get there through... Oh, there we go. Oh. Well, that was easy. Problem solved. And we're going to start the Prying Times quest. There we go. Looks like a pretty easy quest, so hopefully we can get this done pretty fast and get a few sailing levels from that. And there we go. That is quest complete. Prying Times done. 800 sailing XP. Where does that get us? I'm not sure what he said then. 16 sailing. That is a nice little boost. And that means we can get our next boat as well, which is pretty cool. I have no idea where to get that boat, but I'm sure we can find that out pretty soon. Ah, so here it is. Boat Emporium. Let's buy ourselves a skiff. To be fair, the customization of the boats and stuff is really cool. I really like that. That's a nice touch. We have the supplies now to build the bronze salvaging hook, so we might as well build that. Beautiful stuff. A little bit of construction XP as well. Cool. And let's go and test this bad boy out. Okay, so looks like there's a shipwreck here, so yeah, let's collect a little bit of shipwreck stuff, see what sort of XP rates we get. 9 XP. Oh, this one's already been plundered. Alright, so looks like this isn't as AFK as I thought, but that might be because there's loads of people doing this. And that is 17 sailing coming in, doing just the salvaging. Super AFK. It's a little bit annoying because they don't stay up for very long and then you have to move to another one. So it's not crazy AFK, but it's not too bad. And the XP's sort of somewhat okay. I'm not sure what sailing we need to get to the next salvaging. Let's have a little look. Okay, so we need 26 for the fisherman's ones. So we're sorting out our small salvaging. Have a look, see if we get anything decent. Looks like it's just a load of crap, to be honest. Wooden normal planks. Yeah, to be honest, not too interested in any of this stuff. But, oh, bronze cannonballs. Pretty useless considering we've got the steel ones, but here's what it is. Let's just drop all this, I think. So this is delivering our first double cargo, and what's the XP drop on that? 80. Oh, shark paint. Literally no idea what that is, but I'll take that. And that should be level 20 sailing coming in. Happy days. What do we get from that? Oh, I can now do Cathabee ones. Pretty cool. And yeah, we're slowly getting there. I think 2 more levels and we can do the next quest. Okay, so this is our first Cathabee delivery. Do you get more XP for further ones? Oh wow, actually yeah, that's quite a big chunk of XP there. That is yeah, not too bad, and I've got 2 of those, so let's deliver the next one. And that should be 22 sailing coming in. We can now do the next quest. I also have a Cathabee task stored in the boat, but let's see if there's another one because we need to make our way over there anyway. Okay, so we're doing a little bit of boat customization. I thought might as well make an oak hull. Makes it a little bit more sturdy, I guess. A bit more health, I guess. I don't know if it gives you plus. I don't know if it gives you any boat speed or anything, but we've done it nonetheless. I also built an iron salvaging hook and made the oak cargo hold because thought why not. Okay, so let's start our next sailing quest, which is current affairs. And there we go, that is current affairs complete. 1,400 sailing and fishing XP. Not too bad. That gets me up to 24, and we can now do oak mast and linen sails. I think that adds a little bit of speed, so that's definitely worthwhile doing, I think. What did we get there? more oak plank, sawmill vouchers, and we've got the current duck. Okay, so if we build that oak mast and linen sails, that should be a nice little upgrade. Happy days. And yeah, let's get on with some more tasks, I guess. Work our way up to 30, and then I think the next quest is 45, so we've got a little way to go now. And that is 25 sailing coming in. Oh, we can now do Brimhaven. That's pretty cool. Ooh, and that is sailing 26, so we can now do Fisherman Shipwrecks. And that should be 30 sailing. We now have access to the Barracuda trial, so the first one, which is pretty cool. We might try that out in a minute. And we have one more delivery for here though first. Levels are coming in slightly faster now, I'd say, but still there's a lot of travelling back and forth, so it'd be nice to try something else other than, you know, port tasks. Okay, so my first Barracuda trial went horrible, but we did get a level, and we can make a teak hull now, which is pretty cool. Wait, and that is my first one completed. 33 sailing coming in as well, very, very nice. So that was the first one I'd done in time. That was like my 5th attempt because I was very, very bad. Oh no, I was literally 2 seconds off of beating the time. That's so unlucky. Alright, we need to get this down, we need to get this better. That's 35 sailing, and again, another couple seconds off of it. Try it again. Wait, and there we go, we actually made it in time, and that's 38 sailing. Very, very nice. I'm not sure exactly what I got of that. There's I've jumped a bunch of levels. Well, that's 8 levels doing this. It's actually really fun. I'm not sure what the next one is. I guess it's like 3 times round probably. So yeah, it's probably going to be a little bit harder, but I think I'm going to call it a night. 38 sailing in my first 6 or so hours. Not too bad. Quite enjoying it so far, and hopefully the levels keep coming. So we are prepared for another day of sailing. Now, today, obviously, another day of work for me, so I've just got back, and RuneScape's been offline for a little bit because they've done some hot fixes and they're giving a bunch of XP back, but they haven't given it all back. It's back online now, but we don't know whether we're getting it back or whether it's going to log me out at some point later on. Fingers crossed we get a nice XP drop, and we're a bit closer to that 45 sailing. Let's have a look. Are we getting XP? Are we getting levels? No. Oh my god, what the hell? My ship is so kitted out. I've got like a salvaging port, I've got like a cannon and stuff, and my hull's so much better. This is amazing. What happened? Well, turns out I've just been AFK-ing all day. I started doing a bit of salvaging AFK, and then I went and got the salvaging station all on mobile while at work. I definitely wasn't playing at work. I would never do anything so silly like that. And then I've just been AFK in Barracuda salvages, trying to get myself some hemp seeds. Obviously not at work, I would never ever do anything like that. So yeah, I've been doing a lot. I've actually salvaged over 600 Barracuda salvages, and using the salvage station super AFK. And I haven't had a single hemp seed. Obviously it's going to happen right now because streamer luck and all, but yeah, a bit sad at the moment. I think it's like a 1 in 200, so I should have seen all 3 by now, but I haven't seen a single one. Yeah, sad. It can drop in a free form anyway. It can either be 1 to 3, so I might just get all 3 right now. No, sad game. Oh, 2 things that I did get though, which is quite interesting, is I got the boat bottle, which is really rare. And I did also get myself the Sailor's Amulet, which is currently not got any charges in, but I think this is a really good teleport for like Pandemonium and stuff, so yeah, really nice to see that, but there's no hemp seeds. Please give me a hemp seed. So it's kind of been like a full sort of solid day now since I've been doing the sailing, and my first thoughts are I really enjoy it. I think the cargo, it was a little bit slow at the start, but obviously they've buffed the rates a bit now, so it shouldn't be really painful like it has been. The salvaging is super AFK. I was a bit worried at the first one I'd done because I was like going to one and it would only last for like 5 seconds and move to another. Now I've got a kind of method where I sit perfectly in between 2 ships and I don't move. I can salvage both ships from this one position, and if they're both out of cargo, which is super rare, then I just salvage and use my salvaging station and see what awesome items I don't get. But yeah, really, really fun. I like the cargo missions where you go from place to place and try, sort of plan in and trying to be efficient. I find that quite fun anyway. And then when I hit the barracuda trials, I actually had so much fun. I really enjoyed trying to find the best route. I'm by no means a decent player, but it's been quite fun. I haven't got the fastest Temporous one yet, but I am going to be doing that hopefully in a bit. Although I am getting very, very close to 45 sailing. I did a few levels AFK and obviously haven't really been paying much attention, but I should have a bunch of upgrades I can do to my boat as well, which is very nice. But I'm going to do a little bit more salvaging first. Fingers crossed I get that hemp seed, because obviously I've still got to grow it and all of that fun stuff. Oh, and that is 45 I was going to say Slayer then. 45 sailing coming in, and that means we can do the Troubled Tortugas now, which I'm definitely going to be doing tonight. Not too bad. I also need to go and get a, because at 40 you get crewmates and stuff, and I still haven't even got that. I've kind of just been really, really chilling with the salvaging. Oh my god. Oh, that's a hemp seed. Oh, we got 1 hemp seed. I need 3. That's annoying, but we did get another boat bottle as well. Man. Oh, I've got my hemp seeds. I got 3. I didn't even notice I got them, but that is definitely going to be the last of my salvaging for the day. Very, very AFK though, and I do enjoy it. I think what I'll do now is we're going to quickly go and dock somewhere, grow those hemp seeds, and yeah, I think that's about 2 hours-ish. So in 2 hours time, we should be able to upgrade our sails, which is very, very nice. Okay, so little detour. I accidentally used one of those drinks, the ones you pry open, and lost all my cargo. So I cancelled that task, and I got a port Sarim task on my way back. Mainly because I want to get my first crewmate. That's 252 XP. That's not too bad. We're going to go and find Jobless Jim, who's, I'm hoping, is around here. If I was to guess, I'm going to say he's in the pub. So we're going to head that way. Hopefully we bump into him on the way, and that will be our first crewmate. Yep, there he is in the pub, just like I thought. So let's talk to him, and let's get him aboard our ship. Okay, so that is our hemp seeds down and protected. Okay, so in this downtime, what I'm going to do is complete Troubled Tortugas. That should be a nice little boost to the XP. I think you get 10k, so that's probably going to get me around about 49-ish, I guess. Not too far off, and then I'll think about doing some upgrades. So yeah, let's do that. 10k sailing and a little bit of Slayer. We will take that. Where does that get us? 48 sailing. Not too bad. We can now make mahogany holes, and we're not too far off of 49. 5k, it's not too bad. I am going to go back and do some barracuda trials in a bit, so that should get us a fair bit of XP. Okay, so what I have noticed is the mahogany mast does need canvas cells as well. So I'm wondering whether or not just to hold off until 52, because I'm not sure how many hemp I'm going to get. And it's needed for a few of these later on, and obviously God knows how many if I upgrade to the much bigger ship. So thinking is we just skip the cells until 52. It's not too far off, so easily doable, especially if we AFK a little bit doing the salvaging. Okay, so that was pretty fast. I was only about 10 seconds off and I made a few mistakes, so I think we've got this in the bag now. We should be able to get the fastest time. And there we go, plenty of time. I had like 10 seconds to spare. So what I'd done was I went around slowly and actually marked them all the path I wanted to do. And yeah, that was a lot faster doing it like that. And we got a bunch of XP and we're very, very close now to 50 sailing. Okay, let's collect my hemp patch. I did make a little bit of a mistake because I didn't use ultra compost on it. So hopefully we get a fair bit out of this. I'm praying to God we get, well, more than enough to at least get 1 lot of cells. But I am worried. I'm very, very concerned. I've got quite a good farming level, 92. Almost 93 as well. I should probably have got that extra level just for that, just a little tiny bit extra chance. Okay, we seem to be getting a fair amount. I think you need 2 for every single linen bolt thing of canvas or whatever. Oh, okay, so we just filled up 1 inventory. Okay. Not as great as it could have been, but hopefully that's enough to get us started at least. And we are back to another day of sailing. I have been AFKing a fair bit. So we now have 57 sailing, and that's all from salvaging. And yeah, pretty chill. Made a few boat upgrades, and we are here at our next barracuda trial, the Jubbly Jive. Now, I literally have no idea what's going on. This looks very, very confusing. I did have a look at the, I've talked to her already, and yeah, it looks a little confusing, but it should be all good. We will just see how it goes, I guess. Okay, and there we go. That is the first trial done. Took a couple attempts, to be honest, but not too bad. And we're only 10k off of another level, so we should get that pretty fast. Although the next one looks a lot harder, to be honest, so I think I'm going to struggle. And that is 59 sailing coming in. That means I got the new salvaging hook, which is pretty cool. Not going well though. I'm really struggling with the second one, so God knows what I'm going to be like on Marlin rank. But I'm getting the hang of it now. I would have been alright if I didn't accidentally miss 2 of the boxes and I had to go back. A minute off for going back to get some boxes isn't too bad, I guess. Okay, so I was only 7 seconds off the time that one. That was much smoother. I just need to make slightly few less mistakes and we should be all good. I'm not sure if I'm going to get it done tonight though, because I'm running out of time, and unfortunately I'm not going to be able to play much over the weekend as well, because I'm actually away for the weekend. But that doesn't matter, because, you know, I might be able to do a bit of salvaging here and there and get a few levels in, but as for doing this sort of gameplay, I'm going to need a computer, I think. So, I have been away for the weekend, so not much. I did do a little bit of salvaging, so we're up to 64. I can't remember what I ended up on, to be honest, around about that anyway. I think we got a couple levels, but we are back and we are going to give this shark trial another go. I think my best is like a couple seconds after this, so we're very, very close, and it's definitely achievable. And then we can get the captured wind mote, and that means we can then try the Marlin one maybe at some point. But the main thing is to get this shark one done, and then hopefully we should be pretty close to some boat upgrades as well. So yeah, let's have another go at this. Fingers crossed we do it in the first couple of attempts. Oh no, I was 1 second off. Damn, that was so close. Alright, we are definitely going to get this next run, I reckon. And there we go. Captured wind mote. Done. That was a little bit trickier than I was expecting. We got a fair few bits of XP though. We're only like 13 odd K away from 66. That's not too far off of getting, well, I think I only need like 68 for the upgraded hull, so that will definitely make the Marlin rank a lot faster and a lot easier, so that's not too bad, I guess. Okay, so I am looking at doing a few boat upgrades. However, I don't have the sailing level, but apparently with the yellow spicy stews, I can boost up to 5. I only need to boost 2, I think, for the sails, so the upgraded sails. So I want to do that. If we get at least a +2, then we can quickly do the sails, quickly make the hull on both boats. And there we go. 2 beautifully upgraded boats, looking very, very nice. We've also got the wind catcher on there now, so maybe we have another go and see if we can... So maybe we'll have another go at the barracuda trials, see how well that is. We probably should be able to do the Merlin one. I would say easy, but it's not going to be easy. We can give it a go nonetheless. And there we go. That is it done in time. Literally 1 second to spare. Wow, that was very, very hard. I found that extremely difficult. And that's enough barracuda trials for a little bit. I think we're just going to go back to a little bit of AFK, salvaging to chill out until the next barracuda trials. But yeah, pretty nice to get the Marlin rank at least. I should have been a lot easier in this sort of setup, but yeah, that's tough, really tough. And with that should be 72 sailing, and that means we now have access to our next barracuda trial, the Gwyneth Glide. So I think I need to do a few little adjustments to my boat. So a few little upgrades we're going to have to do, so I'm going to grind that out, and then we'll give the latest barracuda trial a go. And probably that'll be the end for this episode, because we've been playing for a week now, so we'll end it there, but it'd be nice to try it out. Okay, so we are doing the Gwyneth Glide. I done my first attempt, 2 minutes 11, not too bad. I managed to find some tile markers. I really messed up though, but I reckon we can easily smash the 2 minutes on this one, so let's give it a go, and then we'll move on to the harder ones. Hey, and there we go, that is the next barracuda trial done. Swordfish rank completed. Next for the shark rank. 3 minutes 43. What's the time do I need again? That's got to be pretty close, surely. Oh my god, I literally just needed to knock off 1 second. Alright, we can do this. That was very, very close. Let's try this again. Oh, that was close. No! 44, alright. That was very close though, and I got stuck on a wall for ages, so we can definitely do this. Alright, that's got to be it. And there we go. That is 76 sailing and also the shark one done. My god, that was way harder than I was expecting. That took a lot of attempts, but not too bad, and we got a level, so pretty cool. Now it's time for the hard one, the marlin. Now, I literally have no idea what I'm doing, but I do know I need to make some boat upgrades, so first things first, I'm going to try and go and delete all these tiles. So, I have been doing a little bit of AFK salvaging with the new harvesting extractor thingamajig. And yeah, pretty chill, pretty decent XP rates. We're not too far away from 80 now, but it's time to go back to some barracuda trials, and we're going to try and do that marlin rank. I'm going to give it like an hour's attempts tonight maybe, see how far we get. At least we should get some decent XP. So we're going marlin. If we do complete it, that's 50k XP as well, so that's very, very nice, but I'm not sure if we'll do it tonight. I think this could be quite hard, and I've got to get used to using the crystal extractor as well. So the barracuda trials did not go too well. Unfortunately, I got very close. I done it under time, but didn't realise that I missed a box. I was 1 box down, 1 bit of cargo down, and it didn't count, obviously. And then I've had a few where I was like 3 or 4 seconds too slow, and I kept making loads of stupid mistakes, like accidentally clicking off the navigate helm, so I'm not moving, and then when I get back on, you kind of lose your boost. But we will get it. We will go back in another day. But in the meantime, I have been doing a little bit of AFK salvaging, and I'm very, very close. I'm probably gonna get it any second now. Let's clean up some of this. But yeah, hopefully we'll get 80 in the bag, and that means we can go and salvage somewhere else, which is pretty cool. And that should be 80 sailing coming in. We can now dock at Weiss, which is pretty cool, and we can do a bunch of other stuff. Oh, we can get a new person on, and we can get a rune cannon, and we can do an upgraded cargo hold, so we might as well do that. But more importantly, I think, can I not do the next shipwreck salvaging? Ah yeah, I can do Fremenic shipwrecks, which is what I want. However, we do need to make some upgrades, so we might as well upgrade the cargo hold. But we also do need to get ourselves that internal brazier or whatever it is. So we're going to have to do a little bit of mining, a little bit of other stuff. But it's all good. Let's go and do that now. And that is 83 sailing coming in. I have been doing a load of AFKing. We built our brazier, done a few upgrades. I also built myself a rune cannon because I felt like it. So yeah, the boat is looking very nice, and we've been AFKing these Fremenic boats, got a nice 2-spotter, and I've literally just been chilling, haven't moved once, haven't hopped worlds, getting a nice consistent 90-ish K XP per hour, which is pretty amazing. And to be honest, the loot is pretty decent. You get quite a few alcohols on up to 1.2 mil cash stack. I mean, I have been doing this for quite some time. But yeah, it's looking very nice. Got some rune nails, which are always handy, and we did get ourselves a rosewood seed, which is very, very good, because that obviously I can plant next to a bank. That might be pretty handy. Obviously we haven't got the level to cut it, but we can boost. So maybe on Fossil Island I plant one of these and 2 ironwoods, and then we can kind of just hop between the 2, boost, get a couple rosewood logs, and then go back onto the ironwood. So maybe that's an option. But that's enough salvaging for one day. I am going to go and try a few more attempts at the Merlin course. Hopefully we can get that done. To be honest, once I get that Merlin time, I'm probably not going to be doing it that much. The Barracuda trials are fun, but they are very, very repetitive. It kind of feels like agility, and I'm not one for agility. So we'll probably try some other stuff. I want to do some more ship combat. I did give this cannon a little whirl. I did pick up a port task of killing the albatrosses. So I have got 5 feathers to hand in, see what sort of XP we get from that. And yeah, I'll see you in a bit. So we talked to the guy, the port master. There we go. That's not too bad XP, I suppose. for a pretty fast combat task. I guess, let's have a look, see what else there is. So the albatrosses are quite good, because I do want to collect 5 of the swift feathers, and then upgrade my wind catcher at some point. So that would be very, very handy to keep doing those, I guess. So I might as well accept one of those while I'm here, because we just keep doing those here and there when I'm passing. But let's go and upgrade my other boat, which I think is in Lunar Isle or something. So let's go over and collect that. There we go, 93 farming coming in, cheeky little level. I planted my rosewood, and then I'm going to plant, I think I'm just going to plant one of these ironwood saplings. I've got to wait for it to grow though. Bit annoying, but yeah, we'll grow one of those. I want to hold off, because if I get one more rosewood, then it might be, I should have probably put the 2 rosewoods close together. I wasn't really thinking, but it doesn't really matter. If we have 2 rosewoods, we can kind of hop between the 2 of them with the boost, and then just do an ironwood on the last one. So yeah, I'll grow one of these and then hold off in case I get a rosewood in the next couple of days, doing a little bit more salvaging. So the Gwyneth Glide Merlin rank did not go well. There's just loads of stupid little mistakes and ran out of time. So I'm on my way back to do a bit of salvaging. But I did manage to get a port task of Vampire Kraken. So I'm not going to do it now, but I just wanted to kill one while I was passing, because obviously the salvaging is somewhere around here. So let's go and kill one of these. I'm obviously not set up for it at all, but I think you can like mage them while you're attacking them. Like you can even use 2 cannons, but I need to unlock one of the other crewmates, which I still haven't done yet because I haven't been on land that much. Yeah, and that is our first Kraken down. Can I harvest it from here? Can't reach that. Okay, we're gonna have to slowly creep up. Insect cells. Harvest. Ooh. Oh, I got my vampire ink sac straight away. Oh, cool. Well, in that case, we're done here. One and done. Let's get out of it and get to our salvaging post, and yeah, we'll just chuck that into the storage for now. Okay, so I didn't end up doing that much salvaging, but we are back. We're gonna finally get this done. I need to get rid of my crew, and we're back. We're gonna get that Marlin rank, and then we can go on and maybe do some more of the combat stuff, but maybe we'll gear up a little bit properly for it next time. But yeah, first off, I need to get this Marlin rank to feel like I've completed the Barracuda trials. I mean, the XP is pretty decent, so maybe we come back here at some point, but for now, we're just going to try and get that time. We keep getting very, very close. I just make so many silly mistakes, but this is going to be the one. I can feel it. Come on, no mistakes now. This is the one, I think. This is the one. Oh, fuck, I think I overshot that. Ah, power boost. Get in there. Oh, is that it? Oh, 2 seconds out. Fuck. That's got to be it. Oh, finally. Jesus Christ, that took so long, but there we go. Whew. That was intense. That was really hard, but the good thing is we are very, very close to 85. Wow. That was extremely tough. I'm wondering whether I'll just stay here for a little bit. We've only got, what, 62k, so that's a few more laps. Might as well just chill and get this done, I reckon. And that is 85 sailing coming in. What do we get from that? 4 crewmates, actually, that's pretty cool. And we get Jolly Jim, which is a nice little upgrade, I guess. Rune kill, I mean, we've already got that with the boosts. Overall, not too bad. I think that's enough though for this episode. I think we've progressed quite a bit. 85 sailing, not too bad. I only feel like I've scratched the surface of sailing. I mean, we haven't done much of the combat. There's so much I haven't even explored. I mean, I haven't really been anywhere over to the, like, this area. Oh god, obviously I've been in the Lizard and Shaman Coven, but yeah, I haven't really done the whole sort of west area. Mainly stick to the east. So yeah, I feel like there's a massive amount to do, a massive amount to see, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and as always, I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.